Hello, this is Butch Hartman. Welcome to Speech Bubble. I've got Jace Diehl here, and I've got a man from Star Wars. His name is Adam McArthur. Hi. Roll the theme music. That's very cool. And look at this, you're achieving the dream. Now, was the goal to be like a movie actor, like on the big screen, or was it always been voices?
I've always loved animation. I've always loved cartoons.
Really?
Yeah, I've always loved cartoons. But I kind of always wanted to do everything. Yeah.
Got it.
It was sort of just like, just do it. I don't know. It was never separate for me. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, I only do VO, and no, I'm a commercial actor.
Right.
For me, it was just like, let's have some fun.
Very cool, man. So you came down here. Now, what voices did you do before you got Star? Would we know anything that you've done?
Gosh, I was Prince Lee Char on like a nice little arc on Clone Wars back when that was on Cartoon Network.
Got it.
What else? I was.
Wait, what is Clone Wars on now? Is it on Disney? Disney now?
Yeah, so
it's got to be.
Yeah, so Clone Wars. Okay, so Clone Wars was done for a bit. Then Rebels was on Disney XD. Now there's going to be Resistance on. I don't know if they're putting it on Channel or XD because Disney can't make up their mind where they're putting stuff.
Right.
And then Clone Wars is actually coming back for another. What is it? Do you know if it's like the 6th or 7th?
I think 6. Yeah,
season.
on the streaming service.
Yeah.
They're kind of like adding more episodes to it.
Okay.
Yeah,
but I was looking it up. Lee Char. I watched the episodes. They're awesome.
Awesome. Thanks.
Who do you know? Who you play Lee Char?
Yeah. It was like Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar.
Was there any? Did you think to do? It's a trap. I'm Lee Char.
So what's funny
It's a
is,
trap.
so when the auditions come for stuff like Star Wars and all that, it's all coded. Like you don't know.
Oh,
it's like
really? Okay.
it's like you're auditioning for the role of Alan on Project X, and it's like Prince Lee Char on Star Wars Clone Wars. Like there's no way.
I knew it was like that in the movies. I didn't know they did it for the shows. Too.
I had no idea that I booked Star Wars Clone Wars until I was literally in the waiting room about to go in to record. I had seen no scripts.
Whoa.
I thought it was. I was like, maybe I'm working on an episode of a show.
You know what's weird about that? This is Star Wars Clone Wars.
Yeah.
We just didn't want to tell you till you got here. Congratulations.
No way.
Yes.
Season 6.
Hey, congrats, man. Yeah, yep,
So what you know going
It's a
in?
trap. What?
What you know going in?
I knew nothing.
Literally nothing.
I knew that I had booked something that was animation. Yeah, so I don't know. And then I got in there, and a production assistant came out and was like, "Oh, hey, Adam, nice to meet you. My name's
Darth Vader.
Brittany."
Hello, my name is Darth Vader. Welcome to the Star Wars.
Darth Brittany. Hello.
Yeah. I was like, "Hello, Darth Brittany."
Yeah.
She handed me a piece of paper, and it said, "Dear Mr. McArthur, on behalf of George Lucas, we'd like to welcome you to the Star Wars family." And I was like,
That's your introduction.
Do you have that letter tattooed on your chest?
Yeah.
You tattooed on your chest?
I do. It's on my back.
It's on my back. Nice.
Yeah,
Let's.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. This is.
So that's how you
interesting.
found out. Was through that letter.
Yeah, that letter.
That's the best way to find
and
out.
I still
That's
had
amazing,
I still
man.
had no idea that it was an arc, like that I was doing multiple
okay.
episodes until I was literally done with that session.
Well,
I
and
was
you're
like,
the main part of that arc too. Like it's all about finding you.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, that was a cool sort of like first thing.
Yeah, very
LeBron
cool.
James had an animated series for a while that I was on.
Oh, cool.
I voiced a kid named Eric who was like this sort of like nerdy math kid,
The opposite of LeBron James.
the opposite of LeBron James.
Yes.
So I did that. I worked on what was that? What else was before Star? I feel like there was a lot of like little random video.
So
games
lots
and
of
Final
shows with the
Fantasy.
word "star" in them.
Yeah.
That's all I'm noticing.
This is
with
my
you.
niche.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is my niche.
Yeah.
Did you know that they've continued Lee Char after the series?
Yes.
Yeah,
Actually, I've had fans send me comics.
Oh yeah. Okay,
And
cool.
when I was at Comic-Con this year, I was literally coming out of a restaurant and I saw a cowboy hat walk in front of me. And I was like, oh, that's Dave Filoni. And so
Did you work with them?
I don't understand any of this. What's
No,
going
Dave
on?
Filoni's the showrunner of Clone Wars and
Oh,
Rebels. And,
got it.
and
Okay.
he's always in a cowboy
always
hat.
in a cowboy hat. Got it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's Dave. I was like, Dave. And he goes, hey, how's it going? And he kind of looked at me and I was like, Adam McArthur, I worked on Clone Wars. And he was like, oh, like he had to remember the show or something like that. I was like, this show you did like a little while
That's
ago.
why I never say hi
Star
to
Wars
people
one.
at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, aren't you that? Nope, not me.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
What was it like working with Dave? Because I hear a lot that he kind of gives background of the characters before you get into that. Is that true?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he, like,
No,
gives you a lot of background
it
of
was
Star
awesome.
Wars?
And again, because I was going in, I mean, literally blind. I hadn't seen a
Yeah, yeah.
script. I didn't know anything.
That's amazing to me. That's pretty cool.
It was really neat. But he definitely led that. It was and one of the things I appreciate about animation in general is how collaborative it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, with him specifically, he was giving me all the information as I'm like about to read the line.
Oh,
It's like, okay, so right here, this is happening, and this is happening. His father just died, and blah, blah, blah.
Do you feel that got in the way of your acting, or did that help you out? Because as a voice director myself, I would sometimes let the actors do like 2 or 3 runs on their own. Then I'd say, okay, you're doing it all wrong. Here's how you do it.
Yeah.
I would correct them.
Is it too much information or
No, I'm easy.
Yeah,
Sure.
good to hear.
I'm easy.
You're
Like
following direction really well here right now. You're saying everything. You're saying everything we want you to.
Thank you. Anything else?
No, you're doing great.
We have a whole list
Adam,
here.
you're doing great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're doing great. So you did Star Wars. Are you still on Star Wars? Do we see you on Star Wars from this point on, or what?
Not as of yet.
When I looked up Lee Char since, because I want to see if there's any toys or comics or anything.
Yeah.
He's died since then.
Oh,
Lee Char, they had all.
I didn't know this.
You didn't know that?
No.
The last comic with him in it is him dying. He has a respirator on, and Leia's coming to save him.
Is he like old?
Before Leia comes, he dies. Yeah, he's really old.
Is he like a water
he's
creature?
Like
What's the deal?
Yeah.
Is he a squid creature?
Yeah.
So does he have water
Mon
in his?
calamari.
Yeah.
So he's Admiral Akbar looking.
Does he have like what? Because Admiral Akbar, when I was a kid, was in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It's a trap, and
Yeah.
we really didn't see him much.
Right.
After that, I think he should have been in. Was it the last Star Wars movie, Return of the Jedi, or the Last Jedi? He should have
he
been
was in
it.
it.
He was.
Yeah, he was in it.
But they should have. They
He
should
was in
have.
Force Awakens and Last Jedi. He's
And
a
they
big
should have
guy.
made a bigger deal out of it, though. They
it's
kind of had him there in the background, but still, they have water in their suits. They're like water creatures, correct?
There's no, they're just water creatures.
Okay.
So
like
like,
fish.
But they walk among us wearing suits of water.
well, okay,
Am I
so-
correct?
Is this correct?
I think
Like
they
Sandy Cheeks in SpongeBob? Is that what I'm talking
No, I think
about?
they could just be in the water or out of the water. Like they
They can live
they're
either
good
way?
either way. Yeah, they don't need any
Oh, look at
special
that.
suits.
That's a
Yeah,
cool
from what I'm
fancy-
seeing.
fancy
God, I
boys.
wish I could do that.
Fancy boys. Yeah, actually, the cool thing about so it was the first 3 episodes of Clone Wars season 4, and the whole like hype behind it and why they had that as the first couple episodes was it was the first time we'd ever seen any underwater world in the Star Wars universe.
What
Oh,
about
cool.
even before Phantom Menace? Because in Phantom Menace, they dive in the water with Jar Jar, and there's a whole underwater
This is
city.
before. This is before that. No, this is
Phantom
after
Menace
that.
was 99.
No, yeah.
it was
this is
definitely the
after
first time
that.
we've seen a whole clan of Mon Calamaris.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah, there was
underwater
some
and that kind of
cool
yeah,
thing.
definitely.
And
Yeah.
we did they had the premiere of the 3 episodes at the Long Beach Aquarium.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
that's pretty
And they
funny.
had like
Really?
submerged plexiglass characters and all of the things.
awesome.
So like
That's actually
you walk-
very
It was
cool.
really
Yeah,
cool. And
that's really
they have a
cool.
4D theater there. So while you're watching the underwater episodes, you're like getting sprayed with water and like all this stuff. It was a lot of
really
fun.
cool.
Wow,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You have a charmed life, Adam McArthur. I'm telling you, you
I
have a
feel
charmed
very,
life.
very lucky.
Yeah, absolutely.